Now then, my name is Susan. This is Seaside Stitches. Welcome to my channel, and it's just a quick update at the end of the year. I'm not doing my end of the year review. I just wanted a quick catch up because the last video I put out where I'm speaking to you was at the beginning of November. And what I want to convey to you is just that I am still here. I haven't been very well. My husband has had a bad back. He's been on crutches. Lots of things. We don't need to do the big, anyway, I just wanted to explain that I've not been on for a little while. I've been putting a couple of videos on where I'm not speaking, just that were already recorded. I have had trouble with my hand. I have had trouble with my insomnia. I'm not going into the biggest list, but I haven't been feeling well in my mind to be able to do videos. I haven't been able to edit as well as I usually do. I've now put the heating on and I'm going to have to turn it off. I just wanted to get a quick video in because we've had a leaking roof that's been sorted temporarily. We've got problem on the roof above me here, and they're coming at the end of the week to see about what they need to completely renew the dormer roof. So I know there's going to be a lot of noise, a lot of banging, a lot of disruption. So I just wanted to do a quick catch up with you. I'm not doing my year 2024 review. It's just where I left you last time, what I've done since then, and a couple of things that I'm wanting to share the plans of. Okay? So basically where I was last time, I was still doing gifts for Christmas. I did manage to finish some of them. I didn't finish all of them. I was a bit depressed about that. Depressed might be a bit too strong a word, but I wasn't happy about it. But we had a couple of issues in the last 2 weeks. The 2 weeks before December weren't really great for us. Alan put his back out. I got a phone call saying he was stuck in his chair at the top of the stairs, and how long would I be, and all that he got gradually more well as we got nearer to the time that we were going down to our son's. We put it off a day to a day later. He was able to drive, but other than that, he'd been on crutches and weaning himself off that and getting stronger and doing exercises. You don't need to know all about that. I had a little issue about my hair. We won't need to go into that. But we did manage to get down to see our family, and we had just a lovely time, and our daughter-in-law made a really lovely Christmas for us and even put up a spare tree in the bedroom that we stay in, and it was just lovely. And although I'm not going through what I got now, I did get this full of wrapped sewing goodies, so I'll share some of that another time. But as I say, I'm not doing a 2024 review. I'm not doing this is what I bought, this is what I've got. I did treat myself to that when I went into Fabrics at Fleetwood. It's just a fat quarter. I like the colours of it, and I was only going for 4 zips, and that's because I was making the Sew Together bag by Sew Demented. Now I've had this pattern for quite a while. That probably didn't show up, but I'll write it on the box below. I've had this pattern for quite some time, and I've never really found the tutorial that matches with my brain. It's kind of sparse in detail in how to do it, but there are many tutorials about this. Well, sew-alongs. And I found Erica, I watched her loads during lockdown. She was just such a saving kind of personality. And I watched loads of things of quilting and bags and things that she makes. And I'm going to spell it. I'm going to say Erica, A-R-D-N-T. So I don't know how you say that, but her tutorial, sew along for this bag, was amazing. It was so simplistically done. She shared what she was doing, she explained it, she just did no nonsense. It wasn't all drawn out or anything. It was really, really easy to follow. And the fabric that I used for this, I'll just drop in pictures, possibly as I'm talking, because I didn't video the whole thing or any of it really. I just took snaps as I was going along, because I just didn't dare lose my place in my mind of I can sew at this point, let's get sewing. But I used this fabric as the outer part, and it's beautiful. It's a Benetex one, and it's one that I've had quite a while. and I think I got it from Quilting Quarters at Longridge quite some time ago. And what I did do was match it together with, I've got something there, oops, some of these solids, a spotty one for the inside of the pocket. This was for the binding, this was for the lining. And when I show you the photos, you'll see how each bit was used. But it went together really well. I just had to stall myself just because I was pacing myself. Some days I wasn't up to it. Some days, like I said, I had my insomnia. I don't know if any of you suffer from insomnia, and sometimes it's just, it comes in waves and then it goes away and I'm fine for a while, and whatever I've been trying to do to help it works, and then other times whatever I'm trying to do to help it doesn't work. But it depletes your processes. But the way I have it is, it's like an unconscious, it's feeling like you're fast asleep, but actually you're consciously dreaming. So it's replaying things. It's not necessarily worrying, replaying things. Sometimes I find it helpful to be planning the next thing I'm sewing, and I'll do it this way, I'll do it that way. Because there's just that time where my mind is working. And sometimes it's a positive, like I say, sometimes it's not. And sometimes it just has that effect of making myself doubt every choice I've made. I'm talking small choices, I'm talking just basic things that maybe that's not a good idea. I thought that was a good idea, maybe it's not. And just the doubt, not Mrs. Doubtfire, but Mrs. Doubt comes in the middle of the night. And that's not a constant thing, but sometimes just the tiredness afterwards of knowing you've not slept, and just the disruption in my mind for thinking and planning and doing can have a big effect on what my day-to-day processes are. So I really enjoyed doing that, and I could have done it from her sew along. I could have done it in not many hours. It would have been started and finished within a day, and I'd never thought that could have been possible. That when I've watched other tutorials, or I've seen how I thought it would go together, or I've tried to interpret how it went together. But honestly, Erica's sew along, I'll put a link to it below. But her sew along, it just held your hand and took you through it, and was just, like I say, very sensible, very straightforward. I did put a little bit. I sewed one of the bindings to some the zip goes round and tucks under itself, and yes, I sewed that to the wrong place, but it wasn't a problem. So that was really lovely to be sewing. And I did do those Christmas tree napkins that I've been wanting to do for 4 years and just hadn't got round to sitting myself down and doing it, because they were so simple, so simple. And the things I've just got on my table now are, I've still got 2 that I want to make. You can make them with two fat quarters. I can get 2 out of this. So you just cut in a semicircle, 2 semicircles if you're making 2, and with a contrasting fabric, and then you fold them. I'll pop some pictures in if you've no idea what I'm talking about. But because there were 2 that I wanted to do to gift to someone else, I know that if I finish these this week, they can be given to that person and they can put them away in their Christmas stuff for next year. So that's that. And all the fabrics that I used, all the different fabrics that I used for the ones that I gifted to family, these are some of that one's just the fat quarter I went for, and I ended up coming back with this as well. Yeah, so they are all cut now into 2.5 inch strips because I have a job for those. And these are all the offcuts and extra bits from the scraps of the others that I made. So you get an idea of what they may have been like. But I will put some photos in. I didn't use that in one because it seemed a bit dark, but I've got a plan for it now. So this, if I get round to doing this week, this will just be hot pad, some people are calling them, but it's just like a table runner with a bit of padding in it that'll just go down the table in between all our placemats and everything, just for when they're hot. If you're serving everything in separate bowls or dishes or trays or whatever, then that's quite nice. It doesn't mean that it doesn't have to look nice. It'll serve a function, but it will go with the napkins that I made. So I want to get that done and send that down, and then I can put these away, all my Christmassy things, and they can go away. That can go away for next year. I can do it with a plainish, with a non-Christmas backing, so it can still be used anyway. So that's that. And I also have some fat quarters that are, they do have a Christmassy theme to them, that I have a plan for those as well. They may still go back in my drawer till next year, but I may do those. That would be for us, so they don't have to go anywhere. Now then, the thing that I really wanted to share with you in this kind of bright moment that I managed to find today, because that's it. It's not just about sitting here and I'm standing because something has gone wrong with my ring light. At the end of my other video that I did do, the bottom bracket has gone, so it just won't stay still. So I've had it propped up and I've managed to get it to where it is, and we'll just leave that there. So managing to do that, me being in a mood light enough for me not to be all, oh yes, and then this happened. And also I wanted to share this. So I bought this well before Christmas, and it is for yet another, my 6th or my 7th Harper cardigan. I could have, there was physical time to have made this before we went down, but I just didn't have the head space or the hand space, and I just wanted to take my time with it. So that's that, and that will get done in the next 3-4 weeks. I don't know, I'm not rushing for it, but it would be nice with this dress. This dress is one of my real favourites. It's only quite a thin viscose jersey, but I knew that, and I've been wearing a scarf over this top, and it's gone a bit crinkly. But my sister was coming yesterday with her 4-year-old grandson, and I knew we were going to get the little train track thing out and cars and stuff, and I know this is really comfy just for sitting about on the floor and playing with a 4-year-old grandson, but not mine. So that was that, and it's the Simplicity S8875, of which I have 3 different versions, and is definitely a firm favourite. And although I've got a thermal vest under it, this top under it, it is still fitting me quite well, because I had, when I made it, I was quite a bit bigger than this. It's really nice and it fits me, but it's also a little bit big, but I love it. And it's just bright and vibrant, and it makes me feel cheered up. Now the other plan that I have, and again I could have made this, I had the time to have made this, just didn't have the inclination or the, I've had this fabric for, oh, that was the red cable knit was from Higgs and Higgs, and I did send for a little swatch of samples so that I made sure I got the right shade of red, because the right shade of blue is a theme that runs through every bit of my channel when I got the first one I did. So this is just from Minerva. It's a, I've had it over a year. It's a French terry, and I want to make the toaster sweater number 1. I've never made this one. I've not made any of these versions, and watching other people, I'm not really sure where they come in terms of the fit for me. I like it relatively, I don't know if I have to have it a skinny fit, but I don't want it oversized very much. So I do have some plain French terry that I've had for a while, that I wouldn't use to wear, but it's possibly worth making up a toile in the plain lilac French terry. I could always wear it on top of my nightie when I'm doing my crosswords or something in bed. But yeah, so I want to make this. I feel like this will be really good because I have a few things it would go with. and it's been sat there wondering, it's been waiting for me to choose what I would make with it, and I've had several ideas, and I think this is the one that's going to actually get made. So I think that's me really up to date with anything I need to tell you. I do send lots of love to you. I know that Christmas can be quite a mixed bag of things. It may not be your best time of year for you, and a lot of assumption is that it's such a jolly time. Well, for some of us it's not always a jolly time, but I send you love for whatever you need it for over the rest of this Christmas period or this holiday period, and wishing you absolutely all the best for the new year. And I think I just need to leave it there. Can't think of anything else I need to say. I just have some other scraps that I am going to use as Christmas crumbs, if you like. And I don't know what they'll turn into, but they'll be turning into something, because they are cheery. This is very traditional kind of Christmas fabric, but just all joined together. I think they'll be, even if it's a mug rug, could be a mug rug. All right, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you to everyone who's done Vlogmas, everyone who's put out a vlogging video, a sewing video over this last year, anyone who has viewed my channel. I'm so pleased that I've got such lovely people who have subscribed. I have, I don't know, 1,300 something subscribers, and who knew that would happen? I've been videoing for 4 years. I'd only been videoing about 5 weeks when I started to do Vlogmas 2020, and I didn't know what had hit me, and I didn't have much of a following, so I got like, I would be spending ages doing the vlog and then the editing and then getting it out, and like for 24 views or something, and I was grateful for that. But it's just, I've only done it once since, and I really enjoy doing it, but there are so many other things I need to be doing to keep myself on track. And also, I did mention in my previous video that I was retiring, and I have finally now hit the retirement button and I'm retired, and that's been a big wave of upset and strangeness, and because when you love what you do and it's part of who you are, it's very different, isn't it, than sort of going, thank goodness for that, now I don't have to go back. Yeah, so anyway, bye for now, and I just wish you well. Okay, Susan at Seaside Stitches signing off.